Hi, I'm Mike Ranello. I just got 8th place at the North American Nationals. I played Dino Rabbit. Very simple: 3 Rabbit, 3 Guiva, 3 Tour Guide, Sangan, 2 Effect Veilers over 3. Gores I couldn't live without. Just so good. Basic, Vanillas, 3 Lance, 2 MST, 1 Darkhold, 1 Monster Born, 1 Mind Control. Actually stole somebody's Utopia and went into the Ray. Pot of Avarice, Heavy Storm. My favorite, 3D Prison, took care of Chaos Dragon, XO'd all of them, besides my feature match. 2 Warnings, 2 Chains, 2 Bottomless, 1 Starlight Road, 1 Judgment, and 1 Treadmill.
Cool. You ran through it kind of fast for us because most people know what Rabbit is. They know the overall layout of it. What were you afraid of the most? What matchup were you afraid of the most when you came in? Because they told me earlier that you may not have been as ready for the mirror match as you thought.
The first mirror match I did play against, I did lose. I picked up really quickly. I kind of felt like I got sacked a little bit, but it's okay. I ended up opening up triple Guiva 2 games in a row, so I really couldn't do anything about that. The one I was most worried about was definitely windups. So there came in the 3rd Baylor, and the Triple C never failed. Ended up 2-0ing every windup matchup I had.
Which was how many?
3.
Did you play any Inzectors?
1 Inzector, which was my feature match round 3. I ended up beating him. And I actually opened up double Guiva, dropped it, he warninged, and I drew in the 3rd Guiva and still took the match.
What was the worst matchup that you had, like the worst game you played all day? What was your hardest matchup of the day? Not necessarily deck specific, but game specific.
I have to say, in more like I just hated it, I played Dragzodia, and he won the dice roll, and I got Exodia. So it was just obnoxious, and that was my least favorite.
Now, why exactly? I mean, I know it's a good deck, but is there a reason you chose Rabbit over Dragons or over something else? Windups?
I was playing Chaos Dragons actually, and I love Rabbit. I wanted to play it even before I had the deck. I finally traded for the whole deck, and I was just like, I gotta play it. It's one of my favorite decks, and I just had to go with it. Plus, my best friend was playing the deck, so I wanted to go with him and play it.
Had you ever been to a national YCS?
Second national, 0 YCSs. Actually, I have a son, so I don't get to travel as much as I want to.
You've been to no YCSs?
No YCSs.
Okay, regional? You topped some regionals though, correct?
Tons of regionals I've been to. I actually got 2 invites before I came here. I topped the Rochester with Heroes, and I topped Catskill with Dark World. I change it up every time. I never play event to the same deck in a row.
How do you feel about almost going to Japan when Joji Orlando, Billy Brake, all those guys, they were out early and you made it to 8th place. You almost went to Japan.
I would have loved to go. Hopefully the invites will get passed down. If I had went, I would have been ecstatic. But, 8th place is still amazing.
Good. Well, I watched you play a couple of games, and I saw one that you lost, and you got kind of fluttered, but you came back and won your next one. And, I thought it was a really good interview to do. So is there anything else you want to say? Anybody you want to thank, talk about?
Finish your side deck real quick.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Go ahead with that.
2 Kaiko, the Ghost Destroyer for dragons that destroys them. Mirror match also against Dragon. Actually, this put in so much work against Mirror match. It won me so many games. Also against Mirror match for Final Countdown and Chain Burn, and just for Dragons, which actually, in my one good game against Wilson, it won me the whole game.
Okay, and run through your
So why no main deck macro? Just one.
I just don't prefer it. I tested it out. It was horrible for me. And I like pure Rabbit better. I think macro is kind of like a wuss way out of it.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay. I like that.
So, MVP, my Gore's Mewtwo.
Nice.
I ran 1 Canister. Stardust, which actually won me a game I shouldn't have won. He Monster Reborn my Lagia. Instead of attacking directly, Heavy Stormed. Flip Starlight Road, won me the whole game. Levier puts in tons of work. 1 Leviathan, Zen Means. Tempo, which I didn't get to go into, but I wish I got to rape somebody's ass at Golem. Then, of course, my ass at Golem. The Utopia that I took with Mind Control, loved that play. It was actually against windups. 1 Maestro, 1 Gemini Pearl, my own, 2 Dolka, 2 Lagia.
Right on.
All right, man. Anything else you want to say? Anybody you want to thank or mention?
I want to thank my friend and his dad for bringing me. It really meant a lot for me to come. I really didn't have the money, so they helped me out as best I could. And I want to thank my girlfriend for being so supportive and helping me out. Thank my mom for actually giving me money to It sucks for being a broke-ass bitch. You know, I did my best, and I'm glad I made 8th place, and I'm glad for what I won. And thank you, anybody who watches, listens, subscribes. I thank you all.
And that's why I wanted to talk to you, man, because you're not an asshole. Thanks a lot, dude. We'll talk to you later, man.
What's your
Bye.
YouTube channel?
You have a YouTube channel yet?
It's an old one. I have long hair. It's called Shadow Ninja M2.
Okay.
I should make probably a new one. I'm also on the Team Against All Odds. I actually did like a bad deck profile of this before I made my masterpiece. And then,
Masterpiece, I like that.
and so if you want to check it out there, that was my bad one. So,
All right.
but I had fun and it was a great experience, and I can't
And
wait
you
to
did
come
a great
back.
job. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks for
much
doing the profile, man. We
everybody.
appreciate it.
Oh, no
See you, man.
problem. Anytime.